Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Yes, hello and welcome to the KOKO Show, coming to you live from the HSBC Perth Sevens here at HBF Park in Perth. Goodness gracious me, what a few days it's
HBF
been.
Park, not HBF Stadium. Simple mistake to make.
Fill the listener in, mate. What did you do on the way here?
Well, this morning I went for breakfast with the Beerlows down in Cottesloe. Caught up with Curtly and Maddie and the kids, KJ and Mila, and I said to the boys, meet me outside at 8:30. I'll pick you up and I'll drive us into HBF Park. Now, GPS, I was maybe a little bit flippant, a bit blasé, you could say, and I put it in HBF Stadium. But for the most part, we follow the Fijian women's team. They're on the bus in front of us, and I thought, they're going a bit slow. They're a bit on Fijian time. I'm going to go around these guys. And then I'll start looking at my GPS.
It's not like you'd have been patient.
It took us all the way back, basically, to Cottesloe. I was like, fellas, we're at the wrong spot.
Easy mistake to make.
Yeah, easy. Honest mistake.
But I really enjoyed the drive.
Yeah.
And you blokes only lived here for 3 years, didn't you?
I didn't know we were lost at any point.
No, of course you didn't.
I was like, oh, we're here now.
Yeah.
So that took a while.
On the show today, we're going to be talking some superb rugby. That's about to start.
Yep.
We're also going to be talking some Six Nations, some interesting results
Yeah.
overnight, gents.
Oof.
I don't need to tell you, Swoop.
No, you don't.
No. Did you watch it?
Don't tell me.
Okay. And then we've got a couple of guests coming on, Alicia Lucas and Michael Hooper,
Hey,
ex-teammate of yours.
Huge guess.
big guess.
Yeah, nothing but big guests for the KOKO. Gents, we are here as guests of Tourism WA.
And what a weekend it's been.
I want us to walk through it now because, you know, sometimes these things can be a little bit punishing, but this has genuinely it's been the best experience of our lives.
You
Am I
know
correct?
why? Because it hasn't been a podcast. It's been a travel show. Right? Seriously, move over getaway. Here come Coco. Travel.
Exactly.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Great
Yeah,
input.
good input. Yeah.
But should we run through
Let's
it?
run through it. So I'll kick us off. We drove to Freo. Then there's a little 30-minute boat ride west.
Ferry.
Where do we head?
We went west out to Rottnest Island. Gorgeous place. I lived here for 3 years back in 2007, 8, and 9. Never got across there. What was I thinking?
And who'd think? It's only 30 minutes away, Drew.
30 minutes.
On the express.
Yeah.
You get there, the quackers are there. Unbelievable.
Or the
quackers.
bakery, the Rottnest Island bakery. I got a beautiful chicken and vegetable pie for breakfast.
Jam donut.
Jam donut.
We went for a little bike ride, didn't we?
Yeah,
You
we did.
enjoyed that?
We did that. We did a bit of skimming.
We did.
Nice little secluded cove. But the Quackers,
Oh,
you're the Quacker king. They love you, don't they?
the Quackers love me. About it respectfully, didn't touch them.
course.
Stayed my
Well,
distance.
they
Let them
kept
come.
they
Let them
came
come
to
to
you.
me. Yeah. A lot of people. I don't refer to myself as this, but some people I hear them refer to me as Dr. Drew Little. Really? Yeah. I have a good affinity to the animals.
I've heard that.
Did you get a selfie with a quacker?
Yeah, I got a selfie with a quacker, a Barry Quacker.
Is that the one that went up on social media?
Yeah, it
That's
was.
the
Yeah, Barry
one.
Quacker.
Because Gitz and I didn't notice it. We were just too busy looking at you.
Yeah. Look, the Quacker probably just drifted off a little bit in the background, but
Yeah.
Do what
my
you want to
dimples were
do,
dominant.
Swoop. Are you going to say it?
What am I going to say?
Put it up here.
Insert. Bang.
Then we had a lovely little meal. That was at Lontara.
Lontara, yeah.
Goodness me.
Felipe looked after us, didn't he?
Argentinian bloke who was in awe of you three.
Wow.
Loved
He's
you.
just got good taste.
Wonderful feed. Then went back to Freo. We went to Flight Facility. No, what's it called?
Flight Club.
Flight Club.
Flight Club. And then we went to Gage Roads. What about that experience?
Wonderful experience.
Learn about how they make the beer, where they make the beer, when they make the beer.
Also, might add, there's a great cinema in Fremantle, Hoyt's Gold Class.
Yeah.
Nice set of recliners. Now, if you wanted a little 2 hour snooze fest,
So we had a few hours downtime, time to your own. And so the rest of us, we went to look at the Fremantle markets and a couple other little spots around Fremantle. And then Swoop sends a photo on the group chat. And his feet up on a recliner in gold class with a popcorn next to him. And he basically set his alarm for 2 hours and just slept in there. Didn't watch
I caught the first 5 minutes
of the movie.
Of the movie. I think it was called Shelter, Jason Statham. And no, it was a good first 5, but yeah, end up kind of keeping back, closing the eyes, belly to the moon, point the toes. It was a lovely little
He had
2
to
hour
recharge his batteries, didn't he?
Or even
Yeah.
that photo. That photo.
I just wanted
you
to
had
get
the
off feet, and I
toes
know you
pointed.
boys were pretty keen to
Insert
kind of
photo here.
circle Fremantle, you know, and I know you guys ended up at the pub, but I just thought, you know, a little 2 hours on me back.
And then
horizontal.
we took a little guess that you'd had a choc top. I don't know how we worked it out, but yeah,
It may still be here.
all down here. Right, then we went. Then the next day, What a cracking
Oh,
day.
Kings Park.
Kings Park, overlooking the city, amazing view, the botanical gardens, Matt,
Yes,
the trees.
the
You were in
trees.
awe.
Felt like marble. They were beautiful, smooth, growing in the right directions.
On lushness level, lushness level, what are we talking?
I reckon it's up there with you as far as the lushness. What are you out of 10?
Is that rhetorical?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then-
I think it is.
Then
yeah.
we went.
And then we went to Optus Stadium.
Yeah, the ozone experience.
Very, very
Wow.
scary experience. But I think the watching a game up there would be
Yeah.
like watching a half a footy
Mate,
would
I
be
tell you what.
pretty epic.
I've done some laps of stadiums before, but that lap up at the top on
Yeah.
the roof, like the
Special.
ozone layer.
And then they dangle you over the side, which was
You weren't that comfortable with that, were you?
I wasn't, but I didn't like. Jimbo was like, "Why would you do that?" And I said, "Well, see this rush? Like my hands are shaking.
Palms
That's
were
why I'm
sweaty.
doing it." Oh, palms were sweaty. Mum
Vomit on
spaghetti.
Vomit on
All
your
that,
sweater
yeah.
already?
Yeah, I mean, we conquered that.
We
but then
did.
you've done the Spider-Man challenge. You
Oh,
always
yeah.
got a one-up.
Well, what was that part? It was the
It was the
vertigo.
vertigo. Yeah, it's the vertigo
right,
experience. So myself and Tommy, we got hooked up, and the guy was a bit of a maniac. Like we got hooked up, feet up, we're holding each other's feet. Insert clip here. But he started pushing us. We were 50 metres above the surface.
Was it only 50?
Yeah, I think
See,
so.
I told my kids 100.
Oh, well, they
Certainly
won't know.
looks like more.
Yeah.
But he was swinging us.
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable there, but then we also then went upside down like Spider-Man. Insert pick.
you were in
I wasn't comfortable at any point of that, but I was really happy that I did it afterwards.
You know what I don't
Yes.
get, and what also threw me? We've never met these people. We don't know what's going on in their lives.
Well, you asked a pretty good question. You asked the guy that was taking us on tour, "Are you mentally stable?"
And he said no, which with a big smile on his
Then
face.
we kept going.
But
Yeah.
it was an honest answer.
It was like, you know, the American fellow that was doing the swinging.
Yeah.
I mean, he genuine screw loose. Anyway, book your tickets. It's a
I
lot of
actually
fun.
reckon
No, they were great though. Like,
Oh, they were brilliant.
in terms of
They
like
were
all the information they gave us, and whilst we were feeling uncomfortable, they made us feel as comfortable as we could in those scenarios. But it's one of those things that you face your fears, and then afterwards you feel so good that you've done it.
I think we need to unpack a few of Tommy's issues too, because he was pretty keen. It was almost like he was hoping a rope would snap, or he was doing as much as he could.
Tommy, you mean Huff and Puff?
Yeah, on Huff and Puff.
Tommy's been in a bit of a
Erskine.
mood this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We ask a bit of work from
yeah.
him and he
Weirdly,
blows
just
up.
doesn't like doing his job. But
No,
anyway,
absolutely.
We had to
kills
keep
us.
reminding him why he's here.
That's right. Well, and the other reason we're here for Tourism WA
Mm.
is there's a little tournament called the Rugby World Cup that's coming in 2027, sorry. Opening match right here in Perth at Optus Stadium. So Australia is taking on Hong Kong, China in that first weekend. And it'll pack out. Absolutely pack out.
absolutely.
But we've been pushing it towards the Wallabies fans. I just wanted to take a moment to say to our many Hong Kong viewers, get down to Perth.
Well, yeah, I mean Hong Kong viewers, but also there's,
Hong Kong,
there's
China
an
viewers.
abundance
Yeah.
of matches here in Perth as well, with Ireland taking on Scotland and Romania's up against South Africa.
Yes.
USA and Samoa.
Yes.
Yeah, Beefy, you've got to keep
but
going.
so there's going to be people travelling from all around the world, but whilst you're here and in and around those games, get out there and do some of the stuff that we've done, because it was honestly incredible.
You are Mr. Rugby. You know
Oh.
everything.
I'm just a detail guy.
But I think also even a month's not enough.
Yeah.
Get down here really early.
Well, 3 years wasn't enough for me.
Yeah.
You know, I also found out today that with the 2 round of 16 matches,
Yeah.
basically South Africa, if they finish first or second in their pool, one of their round of 16 matches is here in Perth.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of South Africans here.
A lot. And then the other one is if England finish top, then their round of 16 matches here, which lots of English here.
And
There's
you
lots
were
of
saying
English
yesterday
everywhere.
that it's basically just a stone's throw away from Cape Town.
It's just a stone throw. I
Yeah.
mean, like, if you're coming this far,
Yeah.
So, let's get this loud and clear. First weekend, Perth games. It is Australia taking on Hong Kong,
Yep.
China. Then the second game on the same weekend, New Zealand take on Chile. That's
Yeah.
going to be an epic weekend of footy. Next weekend, second weekend of the World Cup, you've got USA taking on Samoa.
Oh, yes.
Right here.
Samoa.
That's right. Then Ireland take on Scotland.
The Scots.
That is a battle.
That'll be a doozy.
talking about loud and clear. Loud, not so much. Clear, crystal. Well done, Prof.
Wow. Then we've got the following weekend, we've got South Africa taking, I don't know what you said then. Following weekend, we've got South Africa taking on Romania.
Yep.
That'll be another big one. And then, as I said, round of 16, that first one, that's Pool B winner versus Pool D and E. Best of third, that's, well, the date's not up for that yet. And then the other round of 16 clash, that's the Pool F winner against the Pool B winner. South Africa guaranteed to get here unless they don't finish first or second. Can you see that happening, anybody?
Well, I don't know about that, but that
They'll be
excites me, Jimbo. Really excites me.
Well, interestingly, if we win our pool, that's very much we can meet South Africa here in a round 16 match or a quarter.
Oh, let's just let it play out.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Matt's
we're
isn't
not there
your
yet.
strong suit, son.
Yeah.
We'll
Guys,
cut that out.
Nah, we'll leave it in. People
Leaving
need to
it in.
see. They need to see the full scab.
Mm.
Don't say anything about my face. We've got a couple of special guests, as I said. So
Yeah.
we'll touch on some World Cup stuff with them.
Sure.
Don't bring up the 2023 World Cup with hoops
No.
Okay.
Or Swoop.
or Swoop.
Oh, no.
No, he wasn't there then.
No, it's just because remember he kept hanging on
Oh,
for a while.
yeah. I
It's very hard
mean,
to-
he lost 4.
yeah.
Before we get to
I don't think
those,
you can lose any more.
Super Rugby starts, and you'll never guess what's happening this weekend. Right here, you've got the Force taking on the Brumbies on Saturday night. Right there.
4:30 in the afternoon kickoff here, local
Yeah.
time, 7:30 on the East Coast. Valentine's Day, what better way to treat your missus than bring her to the rugby? Honestly.
And your husband, like it, the blokes can be treated as well in
Well,
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that was a segue. I was leading you into
knew
that.
I'd push the.
You guys
the
work
outside.
well together.
Yeah.
Does
I got ya.
Does
1-0.
a rugby match lead to romantic feelings? Do you think it gets people in the mood? I've often heard if you take a lady to a comedy show, obviously not my comedy show.
Yeah, a good one.
I'm jumping in before you insult me today.
Yeah.
That can often get them in the
Well,
mood.
the thing about sport and
Yeah.
rugby in particular is
Mhm.
it evokes emotion, right? The passion, the excitement, maybe you being a little bit let down, but then they come back. Like it's basically a relationship
Roller
playing out in
coaster.
front of your face. So then there's like any sort of relationship, there's got to be a crescendo, climax if you like, and
You certainly don't want it here.
you don't want it here.
No.
But it's building.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
build up. Yeah.
Well,
Gotcha.
there's no better aphrodisiac
and
than what's
Western
back here.
Force versus the Brumbies.
Correct.
Yeah.
Highlanders Crusaders, that kicks it off on the Friday. Tars v Reds.
That's a good start.
I know.
Yeah.
With the rivalry, I like that.
I do like that, mate. Me.
Yeah, that's it. Allianz, isn't it?
It is.
Have we
Yeah.
got early predictions? Because there's been a bit of trial form. I'm really
Have you-
enjoying how the
do-
Tars
Yeah.
have gone about their job the last week. The trial against, I guess it was the match that where the Waratahs took on the Brumbies down there at Maris
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yep.
That was a very tidy trial. It's probably
Yeah, it
one
was
of the
good.
better trials I've seen over the last
Yeah,
couple of
defence
years.
was optional, but the attack was great.
It was also very hot.
Yeah.
Very impressed with how Pete Summers looking for the Waratahs.
Yeah.
Looking strong.
Jorgo also looking really good.
Yes.
And Matt, you mentioned you were down there watching it from the
I was there.
sidelines.
Yeah.
That the
Well, you know
Waratah
me, I
boys
like
looking,
end on.
Waratah boys looking
In
big and
mind.
strong.
Yeah, they did in the warm-up.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fizz. Lockie McCaffrey's warm-up option, I think it was pretty questionable.
Yeah.
He's
Assistant
hanging
coach of
on
the
by a
Waratahs,
thread,
yeah.
Lockie McCaffrey, from what I saw. But the boys look fit.
A few of the Brumbies impressed also. Charlie Cale's been in good form in the trials.
Yeah. Got a hat-trick, early hat-trick in the first half. He just moves well.
Yeah.
Even speaking with the Brumbies players, like the GPS and whatever data, he's up there with the outside backs.
Yeah, right.
Like his metres and top end speeds.
Valetini's looking big,
Yeah,
strong.
Big Bobby. Yeah,
Uh,
he's always going to be good.
Darcy Breenwatch. How did the Breenster go?
So the Breenster didn't play at Marist. I think they're resting him for
Okay.
round one.
Yeah.
He wouldn't waste his time with that.
Well,
What-
that's what I mean. Trials. He played a little bit of trial against Perth, but he knew that
Okay.
he's looking at
I
Wallabies.
was watching the coverage, and unfortunately at halftime they didn't show it, but I'm hearing there's some pretty good entertainment at halftime there at Maris. What was that? Who
There was a
involved in
relay
that?
race.
Relay race.
My son was representing his house group for year 7. And just like I told him to, jump a little early, run before they tag you. So he got a nice little rolling start and blitzed them away. So that was impressive.
Well done, Kai Giddo.
yeah, of course he cheated.
Oh,
but he got
won.
away with it.
He
Is
won.
that cheating if you get away with it?
No, it's not.
I think that's pushing the boundaries.
Mate, you are the expert at...
You play the ref's whistle, Prof.
You went to Little Athletics just yesterday. So is that okay? Is that kosher?
I mean, that's playing on, particularly in a relay.
Yeah,
Oh, you need that little head start.
absolutely you do.
But was he starting the relay or was he...
No. So
Oh.
you go, obviously, year 4s go down to 5s,
Yeah.
6, and he was year 7, so however that worked out. But when he went, he got a nice rolling
Well,
start.
there's a window of bat and transition. I think he just was very
So it
efficient
was like a
with
5
that.
metre high five they went with.
Yeah.
Bat and transition?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that?
That's one thing I will
Hey.
say about this trip.
BT.
We've been poor at transitions. Yeah.
Oh.
Bit
I
of
tell you, we've
feedback.
been poor in transitions, but also we've been very, very good at A's.
Yeah.
You know what an A is?
Yeah, an
It's
acronym.
an acronym.
Yeah. What was your favourite acronym during the trip?
FODSF.
Which is...
Footage of the day so far.
Fantastic. Let me ask you these ones. Also, Drua take on Moana. That's on the Saturday afternoon. Blues Chiefs. That's also
Ooh,
5:35. And then you've
spicy,
got
that
Force. Brumbies. Anything to add into this season? What are you looking for? What are the Kiwi teams going to come out and do? Anyone?
Well, I think for me, we said it last year that it was a big year for Dan McKellar with the Waratahs, but I think this year they've recruited strongly again, and they look good. I think this is a year where they've really got to push for the title, is what I think.
Yeah, they've got to be up there. They've definitely got to be playing finals and deep into that finals with the squad they've got. Of course, like with anything, it's about keeping them fit and on the pitch. But yeah, I mean, I think also it'd be interesting to watch Queensland Reds under Les Kiss. It's his last year as the head coach before he takes on the Wallabies head coaching role. So depending on how he goes, I think there's it's an interesting tidbit to kind of follow how the Reds go under Les Kiss.
Well, I mean, what were we? We're probably maybe 4 or 5 rounds into the Super Rugby last year on the pod, talking about how well the Super Rugby season is going for the Australian teams. It's what our best kind of win percentage so far, or the best start that we've had historically. So I guess just looking to see if we can improve on that. And I'm quietly confident and excited to see how the Australian teams go this year.
Yeah, I'm excited looking at the squads.
Yeah.
Even Force look
Force
strong.
recruited well, yeah.
Against Brums, they put him to the sword.
Yeah, I was speaking to Curly this morning, and they're pretty confident going into the year. They've got good depth now. They may have a couple of little injuries to start the year off, but I think once they get everyone fully fit and out there on the field, they've got a really, really strong 23. Whereas I think previously 15's always sort of been competitive, but maybe the depth is where they've probably struggled. But they've got a deep squad now.
Very exciting. Good that it's starting again.
Yeah.
Very footy. Hooray for it. Six Nations. That is also kicked off over the weekend. Thursday night, the French. Le Bleu.
Le Bleu.
They just,
Le Fantastique.
yeah.
Le Magique.
dominated
Le Magnificent.
the Irish. What's going? I mean, are they just going to win it again? Is it? I know it's early, but
yeah, I know. France look really good. England also look good over the weekend if we're looking at holistically over the tournament. But I think in that game in particular, their first half was spectacular. I mean, they made some pretty big calls going into that, leaving Gregory Aldred out, Damien Pinot, and some seasoned guys and guys that have been at the top of the game for a long time and still are, but made some pretty big decisions to go with other players. And I mean, in some ways, it's justified because they played really well on the weekend. There was a moment there we were speaking about it just in that second half, where Ireland sort of had maybe a 5 to 10 minute period where they scored a couple of tries and probably took a little bit of the gloss off the French performance. But I mean, overall, I think the French look really good.
Well, I thought they were spectacular. I mean, it started off very strong. I thought Jalibert was good. Dupont was world class at his world class best. And then you got Louis Bielbarri from Union Bordeaux-Bègles. And let me just reframe that. LBB from UBB, which is just another A.
What an A.
Yeah, that's an A.
That's an A.
Yeah, I just like the way they play with so much confidence. It's almost like that French flair that you talk about from ages ago, where any loose ball, any transition, turnover ball, they just look super dangerous. So, yeah, they'll be up there.
if you haven't checked out the highlights, just get on and have a look. Is it the Thomas Ramos volley?
Yes,
ahead?
nice little edge off the
So
side. But
Bielbarri.
that's when they're at their best. They make their own luck.
Very, very good. That was 36-14 over Ireland. Then Italy defeated Scotland. Torrential rain.
Torrential.
You'd need a snorkel, wouldn't you, Jimbo?
Oh, mate, and a pair of flippers.
Yep.
You know what would have been good in those conditions? Skimble.
Oh, yeah.
That actually would have been nice.
I mean, look, it was obviously tough conditions, but, I saw a couple of people on the social saying it should have been postponed, whatever. I disagree. I mean, rugby's for all conditions, right? Unless it's completely dangerous, which I don't think it was. It was
No thunderstorms.
It was definitely difficult conditions, but not dangerous. So I think, absolutely, that's part of playing rugby, whether it's exhaustive heat like we're playing with here over the weekend here in Perth, or if it's torrential rain in Rome that we saw over the weekend as well. It tests both teams. And I just thought in those conditions as well, Scotland were found wanting in their coverage in behind. So Liner's first try, there was no one in behind in that side of the pitch. The fullback closed up on the outside of the defensive line. And then there was also that try down the left edge where there was just no cover in the backfield. So in those conditions, you've got to make sure, because you're not really going to be tested too often on the edge, so you can afford to have maybe an extra couple back, but you've got to communicate that well. And I think those two tries really set Italy off.
Louis Liner is big, strong. That first try, but also coming through and taking the high ball.
Well, yeah, it seemed like the Italians, they did their homework. That little midfield bomb just off the base of the rough from the source where Louis Liner competed for that, got the ball back. They went straight to wedge over the top. Beautiful pill to score down that left edge. It's good to see the two Aussies doing really well over there in that match. Dempsey, Scotland, and Louis Liner for the Italians.
A little bit of footwork.
Montijuani as well on
of course.
the left edge for Italy as well.
It's the only, and obviously
Samoa and Australian,
Also that came down to the wire, 85th minute. The Italians managing to defend. I think it was 30 phases. It's a new Italy, isn't it, where they grit and determination, and then they hold him up. It's good
But
to watch.
they just, watching the game, and not that Scotland didn't want it and they weren't up for it, it just seemed like something was off for maybe first 50 minutes. And the Italians just kept the intensity. They looked like, playing at home.
Yeah.
They had a sniff, obviously. They were in the game. Once you give them an in the game, that's when they'll defend for their lives.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the Scots,
that.
they just struggled to get momentum earlier. I mean, the first 2 tries from the Italians, they kind of just they were able to control the game, and they were just attacking very well. I think that's what we've seen, the improvement and that change or that shift in the Italians over the last year or two, is that their ability to attack, they're attacking with some genuine edge.
Gonzalez has made a difference, the new coach that they've got.
With some really good shape.
Gonzalo Quesada.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good, eh? He was at South Frontier when we were up there at Toulon. Yeah, he's a good coach.
It's definitely a new look Italian team, that's for sure.
Good fella. I think he picked up the Italian in a couple of weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's French fluent, Spanish, Italian, and English. I mean, I'm better than him at English.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think they're all pretty similar, those languages, aren't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't
just
dismiss it.
Give him some credit.
Italy, only the 17th win in Six Nations history.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be that guy, but insert last week's footage here where I said Italy are going to
You are that guy.
further up in the table and knock off a big name.
But I believe that was me, but you...
Insert footage here.
Yeah.
Wales have finished bottom of the table. Italy, Scotland, Ireland, France, England.
Okay. You guys happy with
I've nailed
that?
Yeah, that's mine.
You? Are you going something different?
No, that's bang on.
Maybe Scotland might push
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't surprise me.
Yeah.
You know everything about rugby beef.
Well, thank you, Matt.
Stan have lost the plot.
That is a sexy stat. So they're
Thank you, mate.
their 7th only Six Nation win.
And
You'd
they
love
only-
to know how many were close, though, out of...
Yeah.
They made 17 wins, but they were close for 40.
Can I add a
or,
little
you
bit
know.
more sex to that?
Yep.
How many losing bonus points, maybe?
Yeah, but I mean, you're a winner. That's what you do. I've seen it. Do you ever
In
say to
darts,
somebody, I nearly
You did
won?
see it in darts, didn't you?
Yeah. Bit of competitive stuff from Gits this weekend. Sorry, you were saying,
Just
mate.
want to add a little bit more sex to that.
Go
stat.
for it. Do it.
The 10th only win over the Scots in their history.
Wow.
Playing against each other.
That is sexy.
So does that mean 10 of their 17 wins in Six Nations against Scotland?
Might have been.
Well, mate, they can play Scotland outside of.
Well, I don't know.
Six
It's a
Nations.
question, mate. It's just a question.
Well,
Do they play outside of Six Nations? They wouldn't, would
They
they?
might play in a World Cup.
They
might play an
You're
exhibition?
intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you. Not
Oh,
exhibition.
I'm
No,
sorry
no
about
exhibition.
that,
We don't have
mate.
exhibitions. We have test matches.
Continue, Prof.
Mate, ever since you did that magic trick the other night, he is the smartest. Insert vision here. You are the smartest person I've ever met.
He wasn't very good at celebrity heads, though.
No, he was pretty stupid.
Yeah, but why? Because this guy's my partner.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're only as good as your teammate.
Yeah,
You were
that's
just
true.
slow. England defeated Wales 48-7. Not a surprise
No.
result.
I think it's
A
going to be a
little
tough
Yeah,
tournament
it's
for the
a tough
Welsh.
tournament. Yeah.
Henry Arundel,
Hat-trick. Yeah.
hat-trick. Yeah.
Toje off the bench, yellow card. But you made a good point in the car on the way here, looking at the fact that players like Mauro Toje is on the bench. Is it because they're playing Wales, respectfully, or is it will we see a stronger England team, probably more of their supposed preferred 15 against the next opponent or a stronger opponent? I don't know.
Or are they looking to do that?
The
Almost
bomb squad.
aligns the bomb squad. You
Yeah.
know how they could bring on experience. It's hard to, like we say, it's hard to really tell because, with all due respect to Wales, this would have been seen as not the critical game for England, I think, in this Six Nations. So it's probably the game where they could experiment.
Wales, lots of yellow cards. And the captain, he apologised after the match. Lots of a lack of discipline.
Well, I
So-
think sometimes when you look at those, like if it's just foul play or something like that, like that's different to yellow cards because you're under pressure, right? Like when you look at it holistically and you go, that's poor because there's a number of yellow cards. Sometimes it's just because England are putting them under immense pressure and then they're having to infringe because there's just the momentum's just on top of you and then you're trying to take a bit of a shortcut or whatever. But it's still lack of discipline. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of it sometimes is because of the pressure that you're under. So there's probably two different types of yellow cards, and I think whilst it was poor from the Welsh and it's admirable for them to come out and apologise for it, I think also you've got to look at it and to say, well, it's because the English are so good and put them under immense pressure.
Anybody got anything else to add from the weekend of the Six Nations?
No, I thought it's a
you
fantastic start. I am happy.
Yeah,
a
good
nice
start,
upset.
Yeah.
My team won. Oh, your team, you didn't.
I think we all got 2 from 3. Did we?
Oh, no,
I
you
meant
picked a
like the
team.
team
You
that
picked.
we're
Oh,
with.
Who were you again?
You had
The
Scotland.
French, yep, so I'm 1 up.
Who did you have?
I had England.
Oh, you did,
I was
didn't you?
Scotland, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Wales, so that's fine.
Who are you, Tommy? Ireland.
Tommy was Ireland, then
Yeah.
John was Italy.
Yeah.
We laughed at him.
Yeah.
That was silly.
I know.
So next weekend, Ireland take on Italy in Dublin. That's got a bit of spice now.
Actually,
doesn't
didn't myself and John, didn't
Yeah.
we both get Italy?
Yeah.
So I did get a win. So I went Wales and Italy. I was
it? You went 2 teams.
well,
Yeah.
because I didn't, a 4th choice.
And because we don't know if John's going to be the cameraman next week or the week after. Is he going to be our guy going
Who
forward?
knows with John? You know what he's
Yeah,
like. He's editing this as well.
Yeah,
This is
right. Well,
great.
we haven't had those discussions. He hasn't. We actually haven't interviewed him
Oh, okay.
because I'm head of HR. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Scotland will take on England at Murrayfield. That'll be a good one. And then Wales, France in Wales. So hopefully the Welsh can fight back. Just a reminder, Patreon, it's flying. We'll do another episode today. It's only $2 a week. You get on. It's a little bit extra. Swoop sometimes will say things that he shouldn't.
He
Make
needs
sure
a foot rest.
Is it a foot rest? Okay, so make sure you support Patreon. Go find us. Do what you got to do. We haven't done weekly learnings. There is one obvious weekly learning, if I can start.
Yeah,
please.
It's that our old mate Swoop has a Temu addiction.
I do. And I've accepted that.
Do you mind if I read it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you going through the
Do you mind?
the short list?
Seems like a setup, doesn't it?
No, but do you mind?
Okay.
No, go for it.
Okay, so
Everyone's got a Temu addiction, don't they?
Swoop, he just likes to go shopping sometimes on his Temu
I like
account.
accessories, Drew.
Yeah.
No, we're all good. Keep going.
I'm a gadget guy.
Yeah. So anyway, he sent this through. My Temu cupboard is firing. Things that he's bought on Temu: slingshots, night vision goggles, binoculars, BB guns, blaster gun, sunnies times 20, dice, magician kit, portable tire inflator, USB adapters, 12-meter iPhone cord,
Crucial.
portable chargers,
Yeah.
incense, healing crystals,
Must.
a Gucci backpack,
Yeah.
snakeskin wallet,
Yeah, perfect.
keychains, exploding golf balls,
Yeah.
pegs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of pegs they are, and much more. And then he also told us that he bought a bow, like a bow and arrow.
Yeah, a little bow and arrow.
Insert here. It's not little. There's nothing little about it. That thing. It's like you're going into the apocalypse. You're getting
Yeah.
ready for it.
It does sound
Well,
like
if
you're
the world's
preparing.
going to end, I'm
Yeah.
sorted. I
it's
just
an
need
incredible-
food, don't
Yeah,
I?
you need food. That's crucial.
Yeah.
But you've got a lot where you can hunt and gather.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Two
You
sets
could
ahead.
order your food with that 12-metre cable from the beach.
That's right.
Just
See,
all
you
you
only,
need.
see, wherever I go, I only need one power outlet because
Yes.
I can just walk around with my phone on charge. Basically,
You could go
pretty
for
much
a
the
run
whole
with that.
hotel.
How and why does this happen? Do you have a weekly Temu shop?
Oh
Or what do
yeah,
you-
I've got a reminder in my Google Calendar every Wednesday to purchase something off the
It reminds you at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean that's when I'm up and at 'em.
Gotcha.
It will become a segment here. Hoops is not hoops. I'm
Yeah.
looking at hoops. Swoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're in
Temu.
studio, we'll have a cupboard.
Yep.
Swoop's Temu cupboard.
Love it. Our guests have arrived. Should we just get them to walk on? We
Yeah.
might need to shift a little.
Should we
Hurts.
down? Should we down?
Please.
Calling Michael
Yeah,
Hooper
sorry.
to the stage and Alicia Lucas.
Hey.
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 That is a seamless transition right there. We welcome our 2 guests who today are representing HSBC. You'd never guess. You would never guess.
How'd you know?
Do the intro.
My little red polo.
As you know how it works. Tommy writes the intro. I read them out.
Last week's intro was very complimentary.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
World
hoping-
Rugby
I'm
President,
hoping these
he
two
dropped his nuts
escape
there.
me.
Well, I reckon he'll be nice to Alicia. And
Of
then
course.
Hoops. He tends to have a go. What have you done, Tommy? You've had a crack at. Yeah, because it was too scathing. Started blaming him
You
for
can't have
results.
two scathing.
Here we go. Ladies and gents, our first little HSBC hot shot is one of the all-time greats. She's played over 180 times for the Aussie Sevens at 34 different tournaments. She has won an Olympic gold medal at the 2016 Rio Games, and now she just gleefully shows it off, all that historic hardware for cash and a couple of laughs. So please welcome Wagga Wagga's wheelie big rugby star, the one and only Alicia Lucas.
Yeah.
See what you did there, Tommy?
That's the best
I'm very
intro I've
creative.
had
Wagga
ever.
Now, ye KOKO faithful, our final red polo gangster needs no introduction. He has captained his country a record 69 times. He's played over 120 tests, and I can personally tell you that he keeps the verge of his lawn very tidy. It's good, mate. He will go down as one of the greatest rugby players to ever pull on the gold jersey, and now he's cutting his teeth in the commentary game across the world. So please welcome one of the best blokes in Aussie rugby to have a yarn with, and according to Eddie Jones in 2023, he was a little bit of a pick-me guy. It is the one and only Mr. Michael Hooper.
Just quickly, there has been at least 3 absolute glaring stares from Hoos across the top.
Last time on this show, eh?
Don't worry, we'll sack him. We'll sack him.
You can follow me around, Tommy. I don't mind mine.
You deserve it, though.
Thanks.
How's the tournament going, guys? You up in the HSBC suite? You enjoying that?
We're having a fab old time. It's always a fun outing when you get to put on the red polo and be around some epic, greats of the game. Drew was with us last year. We ditched him for hoops this year.
Did you miss me?
Of course I do.
Was it more fun this year, or was it better last year?
No one's got around the hot seat like we did last year.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But it's only still day 2, but it's been fun.
It has been fun. No, it's been good. Good couple of days so far. Looking forward to this last one, Swoop.
What are you seeing, Mick? I mean, the Aussie men's and the Aussie women's, they're 3 from 3, straight into the semi-finals today. I mean, anyone that's impressed you?
The Aussie men have had some really good patches where their restarts. I think getting over the NZ team yesterday, that was really impressive. And I didn't play much sevens, guys. It wasn't a great little campaign for me. What I did realise though is when you set up your competition well at the start with a good game, good win, like the Aussie boys did yesterday, it just really puts you in good stead for the rest of it.
What about recovery after the first day? You played a lot of tournaments. You played. Your body was trying to get you through a few as well. But the importance of that turnaround.
Surprisingly nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That turnaround. How important is it? Obviously, everyone's staying at the same hotel down at Scarborough at the moment. All the teams are sort of there and in each other's sort of space. But how important is the recovery from day 1 into day 2, especially in conditions like this?
Well, you can't get a better spot to do a bit of recovery. Wake up at Scarborough, head out for a coffee, and go down to the beach and swim. But yeah, this conditions here in Perth, it's one of the best spots to come because of that. But it is so hot.
Yeah, so hot.
They will be sweating bullets out there today. So that turnaround between
it'd be very swampy. Yeah.
That turnaround game to game, backing up from a semi that's going to be in the heat of the day to then a final tonight, it's hectic. It's so hard. Sevens is so brutal. It's the hardest sport.
So say you got your finals day as a player, and you're sharing the hotel with the opposition, you're having breakfast with your opposition. I'm not even playing, and I hated being at the hotel with all the players. It felt so awkward. Was it something you struggle with, or it's the nature of the beast?
It's so niche to sevens. You don't do that, especially in the Wallabies. You'll stay a different hotel to the opposition team, but we just get so used to it. But you see, but you seriously don't really talk to opposition because it's see you at breakfast, see you again at lunch.
Even at breakfast, if you're on the lift with them, would you say hey? Say you're going to play them in the semi, would you just be like, morning?
It'll be the awkward hi, good luck today.
Yeah, so it's never
friendly.
Not really.
Amazing moment. I was in the lift with the GB girls. Is that the name? GBR girls. And it was going down. We went from level 20. Level 18 opened, and it was the Kiwi girls. And there was the one Kiwi girl standing at the front, and she went like this. The GBR girls, and then they just stared, and the door closed, and then they all burst out laughing. And then one of the girls was like, "It's in the stars." And I was like, "What has happened there?" So I don't know if they had beef with the last tournament or...
Where's the Team GB? Are they in the GBR? Are they in the semis?
I'm not sure.
Because maybe
it
wasn't written in the stars.
Yeah. Oh, right, I see.
They missed out.
Yeah.
But it's also just little things. We've been sitting in the foyer and teams walk through their big stereos blaring, blaring, just not really respecting other people. I don't know, just that sort of irks me, and I'll be like,
it's a competition before the actual competition on the field. Who's got better song for warm up? Who's the loudest when you're coming through the elevator and all that kind of stuff? Who gets to live first?
Viral.
It's interesting.
Who's got the most followers?
Because in tennis, they'd refer to Roger Federer getting a change room win even before he stepped foot onto the court.
Yeah.
There'd be a couple of lobby wins. Even the Kiwi girls this morning sing me happy birthday out loud in front of all the other teams to one of their team members.
Oh, mate, birthdays are fine.
No, but maybe it wasn't a birthday. Maybe they're just putting it in their head.
Get that knife out of me back. But yeah, it's interesting because you can actually get a couple of, I guess, psychological wins early.
You know what I'd do? The buffet, I'd load up my plate with dessert and I don't even care about today, but I wouldn't touch it.
I did that this morning and I wasn't even playing. There was 4 omelettes left in the in the tray.
Took all
And
four.
there was a little bit of a lineup, and I was like, I just took all 4 on my plate and walked straight past them, deadpan stingray.
Yeah, but you ate them.
Do you want to know about the game before the
Only
game?
3.
The game before the game,
Game
right?
before
So we
game.
did a bit of a warm-up heading into the 24 Olympics. We went over to Fiji, played the Fijians twice over the course of 4 times over the course of 2 days. Anyway, we were out there.
yuck.
Yeah. It was like a
Those
feed 'em to
ones
the
are
wall
not fun.
situation
Yeah.
over there. In
Good luck,
Fiji.
Hoops. Here's your
This, but
career.
humid, this sort of weather, but humid. Anyway, we're out there. We're warming up about 30 minutes before getting really ready. I kid you not, the Fijian boys rolled off out of their bus 15 minutes before our kickoff and just beat us up over the course of 4, like literally straight off the bus, and they're just doing these ones straight away, bowling you over, and it was unlimited interchange. So we tried to stick to the game, so we
Yeah,
had
right,
the
scenario,
scenario based, whereas they were just doing rolling subs, so they would have like a run 80 metres and then just get down the end. So then a
They're
new one
Fiji
of the
time.
boys
Yeah.
comes on. It was so
New
hard.
genius.
They'd be the only nation to be able to do that. Like, they're incredible.
Oh, I reckon you
Everyone
go
else
as
would be pulling
unprofessional
hammies.
as possible for them to perform well.
And they were wearing boots, were they? I mean, because they're just as skillful without them.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
It's fascinating to sit back and watch, though, when you're in the hotel, like,
Yeah.
because we one of the mornings there was the Japanese table who was sitting very quietly eating, and then next to them was the American table who were
Not so
going
quiet.
Oh yeah,
I was
big
thinking, this
difference.
is-
And Prof couldn't let it go because he's
No.
like, is that cultural thing? Is that what they do? Like the Japanese, when they have breakfast, they don't talk to each other? I go, no, mate. They're just about to play a tournament. They're probably tired at 6 a.m. Like, they're
Also,
just
Prof
in the
having
zone.
a chat
I
at
know.
breakfast.
Hey?
You just want to eat.
Yeah,
And he wants to talk. It's like
I-
seeing a dentist and they ask you questions. You say,
I know. It's so annoying.
I was
Oh,
brought
you're
up to
not
say
a
hello,
dentist.
how'd you sleep, how was your morning? That's normal
Yeah.
human
I think
behaviour.
you need to work. I think you need to reframe your New Year's podcast resolution.
Okay.
Yeah, just less talking at breakfast.
It could be a little side documentary you could go into, the life and times behind the scenes of the Sevens.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is
Little
fascinating.
KOKO
for us.
BTS.
Love it.
Was that an
I'll
acronym?
commission
Yeah, I'm about
that.
to say, Swoop.
Was that an A? An acronym, BTS?
Now, you guys are here also to talk about a new initiative, or a great initiative from HSBC, which is the Global Rugby Player Foundation.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to let you take this away, guys, because I don't want to make a mistake here. It's all about looking after rugby players after they finish their careers, right?
Yeah, so it's an initiative done by players or past players. It's founders of the Global Rugby Players have developed this platform to enable players that transition out, like we've all transitioned out from the game, and navigating those tricky times and trying to find that team beyond the game and what's next for you, and realising that rugby is only a small portion of your whole life and there's so much more that you can do, and the values that you learnt from rugby, where they can take you in your next journey, and having people that are around you to kind of support that. And, you know, like you three are lucky that you stick together and do most of the things together all the time, but a lot of people sometimes aren't that fortunate to have a crew that is there for them, that you can call on. You know, it's pretty tough when you get deleted from the WhatsApp chat like, that you've been in for 10 years, and it's like
Oh,
just
they
yeah.
remove you. I'd
Yeah.
start a fresh one. That's personal.
Yeah, you've got to remove yourself
You
before
got,
you.
yeah, you have to
that's
be
the
removed.
key.
But you know, it's hard. Like when you go from something that you've done for such a long period of your time, kind of your identity and basis of who you are sometimes, to then be like, who am I now? What am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Like,
Look,
what
it's-
are you doing with your life?
It's some of those questions. I used to really avoid the question. You know, when people say, "What are you doing now?" and I'd feel really embarrassed because I didn't know what I was going to do. They're like, "What are you passionate about?" And I'm like, "Well, what I've just finished." And maybe I still don't know what I'm passionate about moving forward. So it was one of those ones where it would be like a daunting question. So to have like the support systems and the networks and the framework around it for players to kind of have that and help them and assist that and find their next passion and upskill themselves and create the tools to be able to go through with the next chapter of their life is really important. And I've been retired sort of 8.5 years ago now, so like if you guys could have maybe done that a few years ago, it would have been really
I'd
nice.
be in a better position.
But I think it's absolutely crucial, because it's not just like the career side of it, it's the structure and the routine, it's the mental health side of it, it's the connection, the identity piece as well. So I think it's what you guys are doing is great.
We had a brilliant camp at the end of the year with Rupa, and it was like all past players, the first ever one that Global Rugby Players have founded, and we got all the past players that wanted to come along to the camp, and it was so cool just to connect with heaps of guys and girls and learn about their journeys and kind of feed off each other and be like, yeah, I actually felt like that, or this is what I did, and you kind of get little bits of wisdom from everyone and feel like you're not alone in what you're going through. And so it's a really cool initiative. It's great that HSBC is on board of it, because they obviously really support the game and the future of where it's going and the growth of it across sevens, but then knowing that there is this will end, and the time beyond the game is really important as well too.
So you've got 6,000 to 8,000 players that are benefiting from it at the moment. The aim is another 15,000 to 20,000 in the next 3 years. It's pretty amazing. I want to ask you, Hoops, what is, like, tangibly, what is actually happening? Is there, are you, like, is it therapists?
If there's a hotline or something like that.
Yeah, or like how are they
workshops,
workshops, or are they? Is it self-help groups, or what does it actually
look like?
It's like programs that have been developed out across 6 nations now. So there's an online learning platform that they can access, kind of what Drew spoke about before, like having access to all that information. We've got to get Hoops linked in so he can get onto it.
What are you saying?
Talk to his people.
Yeah, and then you have like a program that you're a part of, and then you have whether it's giving to events like what we did with Rupa and linking into the unions, and so supporting the unions to support those players as well.
Loss of identity is very interesting, right? Because I've never been a professional athlete. I don't know if you guys knew that, but to actually go from, like, is it a genuine feeling almost overnight of where I was a rugby player and now what am I? Or is it a gradual...
Sometimes it's probably more of how people view you rather than how you view yourself, right? Like, like there's the really small things that are insignificant to some but significant to others. Like the moment you retire, your Instagram will lose 15,000 followers or something. Like, but to some people that can be significant, right? Because they identify you as just a player, and that's why they're interested in following you and whatever. And then all of a sudden, that's just content that you're not going to provide for them anymore. But it's more than that. Like it's people just see you as a rugby player. It's like even now when I'm in my commercial real estate job, people still just think I'm the rugby guy, not the person who's perhaps capable of selling their property, right?
So you sold the Caxton for 50 mil.
Well, that's been reported, not confirmed.
Right, sorry.
But
Cash.
But it's that identity piece, right? Like it's what people see you as, what they see, what skill set you have, and what you bring, or who you are as a person. So it's until you kind of prove yourself or provide them another perception of you, then perhaps then that identity sort of starts to change. But I think most of all, it's probably how you view yourself more than how others view you.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. And is that the Temu thing for you, Swoop? Are you going to be the Temu guy?
Potentially. I think that is certainly a great program or, I guess, concept to bridge that gap between not a loss of identity, a change in identity. That certainly helped my career transition. Just retail therapy on Temu. I get presents delivered every week to myself, Mick.
I never
We need
really
to drop the retail from that and just give you the second part.
We can provide that help, yeah.
I could probably get that on Temu as well.
Very good. All right. That's a great initiative. Let me ask you guys, World Cup's coming here to Perth, coming to Australia. Are you guys pumped for 2027? You ready for the World Cup? Surely Hoops, you'll be getting a bunch of corporates. What's the go?
I'm
ready for
very
the
excited.
junkets.
Like, from how good that Lions series was and how pumped people were about rugby through that block is just, I think, a little bit of an entree of what next year will be. Like, it's going to be a proper event, that everyone will be talking about in this country. And I mean, Australia can host such a great event. We get around sport, don't we? So I think we've got some really big games coming up there early for the Wallabies. Some exciting games. First one's over here, right?
First game.
So that'll be great. The West gets a little taste straight away. I'm really excited. It's going to be a really interesting 18 months of performances leading in. I think that's going to be a lot of hot topic of who's in form and where the team's going to go. There's a lot of change that's going to happen for us as a Wallaby team. So it's going to be exciting.
I'm pumped. I want Australia to see how epic global our game is. Like, we've all played different countries around the world, played here at home, and to see that and bring all the fans, I think the Lions really whet the appetite for it, and now that it's coming down under for the biggest global sporting event that you can have, I'm absolutely beaming for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to Townsville next week with Bill on tour, taking the trophy around and going to the kids.
Are you ever home?
No, yep. Sometimes. I went home for a few days the other day, saw the kids, made sure Matt was doing his babysitting.
Maddie's just
looking after the girls.
He's a champ, isn't he?
He is. He's
Will you
the
be
best.
holding the trophy in Townsville?
You can't.
Will you get your hands on it?
You can't, can you?
Well, if you're wearing gloves, you never actually competed for that trophy, so in my mind, I think that's fine.
Oh, you are okay. I asked the lady if you haven't competed for it.
Whereas if
I
you're
wouldn't.
competing for it and you had the opportunity to hold it and you didn't, then you haven't earned the right.
I got I saw Nat Cook before we won in Rio, and she had her gold medal, and I said to her, I was like, I don't want to hold one until I've got my own.
Yeah.
So the first one I held was my own.
Yeah,
So like, if I was
That's
still
special.
praying, I probably wouldn't hold the cup until I had my own. So I don't feel like I can.
We were saying this last week's episode. So in 2001, I was part of the Australian Schoolboys, and we went into the Australian Rugby head office, and at the time, the Wallabies were the holders of the Bledisloe and the World Cup, and I had photos with both of them in my hands, skin to skin. So I think I might have cursed us.
You're the
I
jinx.
apologise on behalf of it.
So you're the
For everyone.
reason.
I'm the reason.
You're the
yeah.
reason.
Not the way, not how I played, actually, just because I touched it.
Hey, Oops, when you used to tour with Drew, I've got to ask you, did he get really shirty about how quickly you'd move between locations? He's got this real thing if people aren't moving quick enough. Come on, let's move. Come on, let's go. You're wasting time.
No,
I'm
he
on
used to
that.
get angry if you were you were encouraging him to move fast. I remember him spraying me my first year at the Waratahs because he was somewhere down the back of the fitness session, and I was coming down, finishing up, and Drew, I go, "Come on, Drew, mate, yeah, you're doing really well. You're doing really well."
Oh.
And he gets there and he goes, "Oops, shut the f."
Yeah, you don't
Absolutely, and then absolutely unloaded me for trying to help a bloke up a hill.
No,
like
because-
he's in a hurt. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. You're in the hurt locker, mate. You don't need it.
You're in
But-
that zone.
I'm a young pup. I'm 20 years old at this
I
time.
don't-
I'm told that, hey, give the boys energy.
Yeah.
Give the
I
boys
don't
energy.
need it from people that are doing it better than me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
actually, your
Yeah,
husband
we-
also gave
You'd
me.
hate to hear it.
I
At the
thought
time,
Matt
that,
would have too.
I don't care. he
I
ran
love it.
past me one time, and I was deep in the hurt locker, and he was like, I don't. I was like, shut the f up. I just when
That's
I'm,
not
when I'm
Matt
hurting,
being a
you know, the
pest.
guys are out the front are obviously doing really well, and I appreciate you're doing very well, and with the sentiment, the intent behind it. But I was like, I don't need anyone to bring attention to the fact that I'm really
don't remind me
struggling
how I'm
and I'm
feeling.
really far behind.
The good thing was he did follow up with it, so he didn't just let it go. It wasn't done then and there. It was after the session. Goes, Hoops, I just want to give you some info on why I sprayed you there. So at least he followed it up. There's good leadership
It's
there
great
early
leadership.
doors.
He still does that. So he'll take your side and say, the reason I'm hurrying everybody up is because we need to get A to B. He's still explaining it. Now, the other reason you came up recently on our pod, I think we were saying, was the category the player you'd most like to play with or the player that never stops or something? And you were saying
that was
that
Oh, yeah, I
Hoops,
did see
yeah.
that, yeah.
It's one thing I admired about Hoops. Well, maybe just admired the screw loose in a way, because I guess the player, as long as you did, Mick, you got to have something a little bit loose upstairs, and it takes one to know one. However, where everyone, say a Michael Checker session in terms of conditioning session, he'd absolutely flog you. And the break that he did give you was a nice little opportunity to kind of like hands on hips, get some water and get a squirt, get some air into the lungs. But there's only one bloke who's still circling the huddle where, checks, I guess, explaining what we're doing next. It's Michael Hoop, because the bloke just couldn't stop, and that was just his mindset, I guess, that you'd see it training and obviously that you'd take onto the field. I mean, it was a little observation, but now that I say that, Mick, does that kind of resonate, or was that something that you consciously did, that you just wouldn't allow yourself to stop? You had to keep moving just because it was a...
Yeah, it kept me dialed in. I think that's why I kept moving and kept me thinking about, what was going to come next and what, I could possibly do, what was the next action for me. But I think it was a real positive. It was one of my strengths, but also some of my weaknesses at the time as captains, because you are always on, you're dialed in at that moment, and sometimes you're running a bit more redhead than you are sort of a bit calmer, and sometimes your messages could get my messages could be a bit overt, or you're running on the red a little bit. So you just need to over time, I think, simmer down with that pacing that you're talking about there.
Because it could be interpreted as like getting one up on your teammates, like, because in those environments it's competitive. You're competing for a spot, right? So while blokes are stopped, you're like, these blokes are stopped, I'm going to keep moving. It's a competitive edge, because like Gitch used to always doing a fitness test. If someone did 10, he'd do 11. He's a bit of a two cat like that.
One up, yeah.
He's always
don't
one
bring
up
me
on blokes.
in. We're talking to Hoops here. Let's keep it on
I
track.
thought I'd just bring you in there,
Yeah, I
because
knew
you know
you'd
who
do
the
it.
two cat is.
Yeah.
But no, it's interesting, Mick. Thanks for your insight.
Did you realise you were doing it? Or was it just...
you know what it's like.
That's
You know what
great
it's like.
insight, thanks.
You hit a bit of form, and then you start realising, there's something that's working for me. It's keeping me dialed in. So at halftime, I wouldn't sit down a lot of the time. I'd keep pacing, because it just kept me going for that 80 minutes. And that's how I approached it. Was you want to train how you want to play, right? So if I trained with that intent that I wanted to play, then that's all I needed to do. And that probably had its detriments later in my career, because you just can't sustain that. And I really struggled with I was that
can't
pork chop
sustain
on a
it on the
Tuesday
grass,
who
yeah.
was not flogging guys. You got sorted out pretty early, but I remember Sterling Mortlock cleaned me up because I was pork chopping myself as a young player. Like maybe when it was 6 out of 10, going 10 out of 10. That was me. And then towards the back end of my career, the guys are going 10 out of 10. Guys, give it a bit of a break. But it really works when you're a young guy to have that intent, I think.
It's worth noting that you didn't have that pace off the field and away from the grass. Like, you're very chilled outside the game. Strolls down Manly Boardwalk, very
On the
slow,
motorbike,
medium
surfing.
pace.
We know
The
you
e-bike
guys
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there you
right
go. So there you go.
down the road.
We're on the same street now.
Oh, how good.
And I see Hoops coming down, shirt off, of course, down on the e-bike, just absolutely
What
fine.
do
He
they
actually
say?
said- he actually
the worst
said-
house on the best
Strapped to
street.
He actually said, "Welcome to my street."
Oh, there-
Did he?
Actually, Deno did mention you've got a new mansion.
Oh no, mate, it's a very humble abode.
Hoops,
Just
my
a
house is all
humble
right,
6
isn't it?
bedrooms.
Because he
Beautiful,
told me
yeah.
nice street, but you've got a house. That's what Swoop said to me.
Oh, mate, I don't think you get a better spot. Just needed a little bit of work to the outside.
Bit of rendering.
Now, I've had Tommy whispering in my ear, we are running out of time, guys. But one thing I did want to mention, we sat in the hot seat yesterday, the HSBC hot seat, best seat in the house.
Yep.
We
It
got to
is
watch
good.
the Wallabies defeat the French, which was wonderful. It'll be going again there today. It's a good initiative, isn't it, Alicia?
Oh, it's fun. So
fantastic.
fun. And it's good now because the sun is not searing in your eyes like when we were sitting there yesterday afternoon. But it's good, people come in costumes, there's free drinks flowing, free food. Like,
Yeah,
it's a bit, if you
lollies.
get a ticket, it's such a good junket to get into the hot seat as well. And we love going in there with all the people. It's good.
Free snakes.
Free snakes,
Oh.
free chewies.
And the wet towels as well. We're
Yep.
doubling them up today over the cameras.
No, it was a very good day, and I look forward to Sunday here at the HBF Perth Sevens.
Jimmy,
No,
there's a tone.
The HSBC Perth Sevens at
Yeah.
HBF
Do you want to do that
Park.
again?
I'll
No,
do it.
we'll keep it as is.
Yeah.
There's a tone in your voice. It sounds like we're wrapping up.
We are wrapping up.
What a guess.
Yeah.
Mate, you're
Well, he
very
did
good.
say, Tommy just said we're running out of time.
And I was all tone.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for
What's
coming
wrong
on,
language?
guys. We will see you around. Have fun for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You gentlemen, what a
Will.
great 3 days here in Perth.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've bonded.
I would never change my flight, though. As much as I've enjoyed it, whatever I planned or which flight I planned to go home on, I would do.
So what Gitz is saying there is he's got a flight earlier than us, and he's worried that I'm
No,
not
I'm not
wrapping up
saying
quickly
that. I'm
enough.
saying that Hoops was supposed to leave tomorrow.
Oh.
But he sent the boat out, so then he had a little panic and changed his flight to tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, I just figured I could make more time by flying home overnight.
Yeah, get back to the
Yeah.
family. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting
Family
shot here.
Yeah,
I
I
think this is
don't-
a really clever.
He's got to get
It
back
is
on the
decision.
e-bike,
It's a
hit some
smart-
waves at
it's something
Kirko.
that- There was no
I actually
shooting.
think you would have
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely
Why would you
not.
bring that up, Swoop? That was stupid.
Yeah,
I know.
Swoop.
Sorry, Mick.
No, it's all right, guys. It's all right.
Three-way Uber, by the way, boys. That's just become cheaper for us. That's fantastic. All right, that was the show. Thank you so much to Tourism WA.
Another show.
It's wonderful.
It was a great show.
It was a great show. Not a show. Also, thanks to HSBC for providing not only you guys, but a bit of fun in there today.
So
Michael
good.
Hooper, Alicia Lucas, always a pleasure. You guys as well, well done. Fantastic. That is Coke.
Special mention to Sam from Rottnest Island.
Yes.
Tour guide.
Oh, and Big Vull.
And
Vully.
Big Vull. Vull, he had a Vull.
Yeah, he had a gut
Can
Vull
you
at
hook
the
a
end of
sister
it,
up
yeah.
next year?
He was
I'd love
our-
to go to Rotto.
Our
David, yes,
chaperone.
he was wonderful.
Yeah.
He was
And
fantastic.
of course,
Benny,
30 minutes.
Benny,
worked very hard.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
also to
camera
Huff and
man.
Puff Tommy. Thank you, mate.
Very good. We'll see you soon. That's all that's left to do.
Hey!
Oh, wow. That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.